Hello everyone and welcome to the latest edition of Wolves Weekly. I'm Michael Collins alongside head volleyball coach here at Western Oregon, Brad Saindon. And Brad, coming into this week, you guys are 10-3 overall and 3-1 in the conference, near the top of the league, a game behind Western Washington. A couple of big home matches this week against Seattle Pacific and Montana State Billings. Kind of talk a little bit about the Falcons and that match coming up on Thursday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, you know, SPU is the two-time defending conference champions, so they certainly have a history of success in our conference, and several of their players that have won conference champions are still on this roster, so it's a team that you can't take for granted or you can't take them lightly. They're still a really solid team. If we have a chance to win this conference championship, we have to win at home. The conference is so competitive right now that, you know, any slip up at home could cost us a lot down the road. So we hope to defend our home court completely this year. So far we're 2-0 at home, but both of these matches are going to give us all we can handle. So we have to get ready for SPU. And then Saturday night we play Montana State Billings. Interesting team. They had a coaching change this year, so no one's really seen them under their new coaching structure. They're significantly better so far, what I've seen by them. Montana Billings beat Seattle Pacific at home, so that's the travel partner rivalry, and that hasn't happened in a long time. So both of these matches are against very, very solid teams. However, that being said, we're playing great, and we're kind of on a roll ourselves. We're really happy to be back home. Hopefully the fans will come back and get behind us again. And
let me stop you right there. Obviously, the last two home games you had great student crowds, big crowds for WOU. It's New Student Week, so obviously the new students came and checked out to see what Western Oregon volleyball was all about. Talk a little bit about how a big crowd like that can really help out a home team.
It is unbelievable the effect that it has on our players, and equally unbelievable when we're on the road and we're against that kind of crowd. So we hope to create an environment here where none of the teams that come in here want to come in here, and they can't wait to get out of here. And the last two home matches were kind of like that. The first match against Anchorage was New Student Week, so we had a lot of the new students here. But then the next Saturday, a lot of those guys came back. I think they had a good time at the match, and they liked what they saw on the court, and we are right in the middle of creating exactly what we need for our fans to help our team win a conference championship. So I would certainly like to encourage and invite everybody out on Thursday night. It's going to be a great volleyball match against Seattle Pacific. My team feels like we owe these guys a little bit. We've had close matches with them the last 2 years, and we want some payback.
And when you see your team return home after a tough road trip, what are you kind of looking for them in practice this week, and kind of how they're handling things and making sure they're ready to go against Seattle Pacific?
Well, we took yesterday off. We lifted, but I gave them the day off of practice just to kind of recover and catch their breath a little bit from that long road trip. But we're playing great. We're fired up. We had great performances from several of our key players. Danny Reese had 37 kills last weekend, which is an unheard of number. So we're on top of things. We're ready to go. We can't wait to play.
Great. Well, thanks a lot, Brad. Again, Western Oregon fans, it's Thursday night at 7 o'clock against Seattle Pacific, and again on Saturday, 7 o'clock against Montana State Billings. For Brad Saindon, I'm Michael Collins. Thanks for watching Wolves Weekly, and go Wolves!